I'm Dr. Stephen Brown, Chief Medical Officer at Lutheran Medical Center. In the wake of the recent weeks, I wrote a letter to our hospital staff here at Lutheran. I've been asked to share that letter with you now. Dear Lutheran physicians, nurses, and associates, it's Saturday, the first day of spring, and I'm sitting in my office at Lutheran having just listened to the COVID-19 update from the Assistant Incident Management Team. All of my days are filled with these types of COVID-19 crisis briefings. Today I am both tired and reflective about our situation. Anyone who has been to my office knows that I love history and have enormous appreciation for the twin qualities of compassion and courage. In fact, I have a range of photographs on the walls of my office exemplifying these qualities in action. I have a large photograph of Mother Teresa ministering to the destitute in India, and a smaller photograph of another of my heroes, Dr. Jonas Salk. We remember him as the creator of the first polio vaccine. Polio was perhaps the last scourge which terrified every American family during the 1940s and 50s. Like COVID-19, it was an enemy we couldn't see. Dr. Salk was once asked if he planned on obtaining a patent for the vaccine. He looked up from the child he was vaccinating and famously answered, "Can you patent the sun? This vaccine belongs to the world." Talk about compassion and a love of humanity. My walls also include photographs of Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War, Buzz Aldrin, the second astronaut to walk on the moon, and Rosa Parks, who refused to give up her seat on a city bus in the South at great personal risk. And then there is the classic photograph of a landing craft that had just released many American soldiers making their way to Omaha Beach on D-Day, June 6, 1944. The soldiers in the first few waves of landing craft hitting Omaha Beach faced a mortality rate of nearly 90%. But as one group of soldiers was mowed down, another group stepped forward. And because of pure American grit and courage, the beach was taken. Soon after, a continent was liberated, in large part on the backs of young American soldiers, sailors, and airmen who put their nation and the world ahead of their own personal safety, ahead of their very lives. Pundits often wonder if the United States could ever meet this level of sacrifice and courage again. We are witnessing the answer to that question right now all across our land. We are watching compassion and courage on an unimaginable scale. While much of the rest of the world is sheltering in place, our nurses, physicians, technicians, technologists, therapists, EVS workers, nutrition workers, chaplains, and so many others are running toward the fire, headlong into the COVID-19 crisis. In spite of the fear everyone feels about this disease and the concern they have for their own families, I watch nurses and doctors enter into the rooms of these infected patients every single day at great risk to themselves. You are the modern-day equivalent of the Army Rangers that scaled the cliffs at Pointe du Hoc on the Normandy coast of France 76 years ago. Our nurses, doctors, and countless others face great personal risk so the rest of us don't have to. It is the epitome of courage and compassion. We are watching the next greatest generation rise up before our very eyes, and it is so very humbling to see. You are rising up to protect those who can't protect themselves. I have never been so confident in the future of America. I want all of you to know how grateful I am for the work and sacrifice you are making. You are all heroes to me, and I hope that one day your photographs will grace the walls of my office alongside the other heroes I love so much. Stephen Brown, MD, Chief Medical Officer, Lutheran Medical Center.